Before we get started, I need to correct something. I mentioned in the last episode that you can't use your dodge roll in the opening. Turns out you can. As soon as Jill picks up the gun, your dodge roll becomes active. I guess the main reason I didn't think it was usable is because when you're running away from Nemesis, you can't use it, and I was trying to use it to kind of move myself forward a little bit faster, but it doesn't work until you pick up the gun. I think the other thought that was forward in my brain is it doesn't show you how to use the dodge roll until past the opening, so I just assumed it only worked then. This makes the opening zombies in your way so much easier to get past in Nightmare and Inferno. I can't believe I never even attempted to try it. Had I actually pressed the dodge roll button, it might have saved me 3 deaths. That is my mistake. Thank you to those who pointed it out to me. I learned something today. Let's jump back into it.
I think we're in the clear.
But you're solid.
Hope so.
Oh, I know what you mean.
I think he means
Bringing
opaque.
survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a
It's
shelter.
one of the biggest changes, besides all the other things that people like to complain about,
I'm fine.
is
Personal space.
Carlos used to just be a hired hand.
Let's go.
That's all he was in the story. He joined you up until the end,
The dipshit.
so he was kind of just a side character. He has now been upped to main character and fleshed out more. He actually has a stake in this entire thing.
You know, they changed the ESRB logo in 2013. I don't know why we're using the old one still.
It knows what it wants and won't stop.
Because I keep forgetting to update the
Like
image.
that in a man?
No thanks.
It looks like you're talking about, like, not even the original that Resi 3 had that one because it was still like...
Alright.
I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. U.B.C.S. for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? We're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that. Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on.
Are you satisfied now?
I love talking about ESRB trivia.
Here, have some M&Ms.
Nothing's rated M for anything. Well, actually, well, there's rated M for mature, of course. But M&M, mature, and...
Let's flex your brain in a different way. Figure out these different Capcom references.
That's Nancy from Yakuza 7.
Alright, that bit's over, I guess. Jesus. The different movie posters are different Capcom references. They are also just straight-up movie references because Resident Evil 3 loves its movies. There was actually an Alien reference in one of the cafes back in the last episode.
You telling me Resident Evil likes horror movies to some degree?
I'm just telling you, Capcom likes movies.
How can that be? There's nothing related to films about Resident Evil ever in anything.
There's also a reference to Resident Evil 2 Apocalypse. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, that movie.
Because Nemesis is in it.
He
Therefore,
is.
reference to this. Man, that Nemesis was
The Mega Man
odd.
comic book!
Yeah, look at that. Mega Man.
Fighting story!
That looks good.
It looks like Iori from King of Fighters, though.
So I don't know if you caught the subtext of the butting heads here while talking ESRB talk, but these guys are Umbrella hired hands. And as soon as Jill found out, immediate hatred for everything they stand for, and Carlos's stupid face.
Sounds fair. I mean, they look kind of like... Well, they look like hired men from Big Boss.
What I found interesting about the original story and this one, they don't know Umbrella's the bad guy yet. So they were hired in. Like, just imagine your manager says, oh, hey, there's a lot of angry customers out there, go deal with them. And they were the ones who, you know, kept their fries from all their orders. So now we have a situation where Umbrella caused this, sent in a fighting force, their own hired men, to see if they could deal with the zombies. That was a test to see how good their bioweapons were.
Captain Wesker, are you sure this is gonna work?
Yeah, get in there.
I mean, this seems kind of convoluted and nonsensical. I mean, do you think
So what we're going to find throughout the city is a bunch of these men who thought they were going in, you know, they thought they were riots. No, they were dealing with something they had never dealt with, and they got massacred. And that's actually one detail that is missing from the original, is the opening cutscene of RE3 shows these men going into the city and getting overrun immediately. In this one, you're basically seeing it after the fact.
Yeah, remember, Capcom was a different company by this point. This is the same company that thought Mega Man X7 was a good idea. The Resident Evil Survivor was an okay idea.
Well, that was the part people liked. They liked that extra context, and now it's all after the fact.
First things first. We need to get you geared up.
Seeing the Dinobites back there, is that... It looks like M&M's, but it looks like Bubble Bobble. But that's not Capcom.
Another small detail I like, Carlos actually helps his captain. If you run off too fast, you don't see this.
Nothing that I will miss.
First aid spray and all.
Ah! Yeah, that put the holes in my intestine back together.
Mm-hmm. Mikhail's a good guy. I like this character. But Carlos actually got a pre-order bonus too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you could change his scruffy hair to his classic hair. Make him look like a fucking idiot. I don't know about this one, guys.
He went from, "Hi, I'm Carlos," to, "Hello, I am Carlos."
I mean, the original Carlos Oliveira was a huge flirt, but he knew when to be serious. He knew when to jump into action. The only thing that has changed, really, for new Carlos is he's more of a tease than anything else. He keeps the flirting on the down low, but he still knows how to poke. Like, he'll still say some things to aggravate Jill on purpose, because he knows he can get under her skin. And that's a dynamic I'd like to see more than, bro, you're hot.
Dude, you gotta keep it playful, though. You gotta keep it light. You can't lay it on too thick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, make it obvious that I'm just teasing around, not like, you know, I secretly want to bone you!
See, another thing is, his specific mission was to go in and help people, and that's all he wants to do. You know, you might get a couple special forces guys that are coming in, he's oorah, I want to be the hero. He's literally just here to help people.
One thing I'm loving about a lot of Japanese devs is just making convenience stores like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could just go into any, like, a Dragon game and just wander around for hours at the little knickknacks and little bags of chips and magazines and all that. And the same, of course, goes for Resident Evil and their RE engine. Like, could you get this newspaper out of the way? I want to look at all the stuff in there. Like, you know, what's like... What are they selling back there? I see they got a bunch of newspapers, breaking news, earnings, they killed him. Oh, I love they killed him quarterly.
Actually, that newspaper was very important. The only people who actually learned about the mansion incident were considered crazy people who only wrote in tabloids.
Can I get a couple of mint candies, please?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh.
You got money?
Nope.
You just stole from that shop that didn't even have an owner.
What are we gonna do? Sue me?
Meanwhile, a zombie with a gun.
Oh! Sorry, my bad. Okay, sorry.
Let's do this fast.
Alright, so this is one of the biggest changes that Inferno gives to you, and I believe Nightmare does this as well. Healing items right off the bat. Extra inventory right off the bat.
That's all you get, sport.
And the fucking Magnum.
Woo!
One of the best weapons in the game right off the bat. And we're not going to use any of that stuff. Because this is Inferno. By this point, you've gone to the shop, you've used all your points, you've gotten the best stuff. You know, the fun weapons, the stupid weapons. That's primarily what we're going to be using in this playthrough, because that's how the game is designed. They want you to play this game over and over and over again, slowly getting better, but also, as the game gets stupidly hard, you're able to unlock those bigger and better weapons to make those harder difficulties easier.
You know, I'll bet if you were an Iron Man runner, you could totally, you know, do Inferno mode without any of those nice little toys that they give you.
I still think I'm about 3 years off of becoming Carcinogen, who has done an Inferno mode run, no damage.
Oh, does he play anything else but Resident Evil? I mean...
He plays all the other Resident Evils perfectly. I can't match with that. So these right here, this is extra inventory from the shop that I purchased. You get just 4 free inventory spaces. This is perfect. And then here's all the fun stuff.
Fun stuff. Let's get the hot dogger.
I knew that'd be the first thing that catches your eye.
It's in capital letters. How could it not?
Because what the hell is a hot dogger?
I don't know, but it sounds dirty.
So we got an infinite rocket launcher. We might be getting some really good use out of that. We got an infinite SMG, or assault rifle, excuse me. Don't want my gun enthusiast to make fun of me. The hot dogger and the Raiden.
The Raiden.
The Raiden. Yep.
Ow, burning. Ah, knife. Ow, ow, ow!
I want to show these off before we box them for good, because a lot of these weapons are for fun. They're for your fun runs. Do they have any actual use in Inferno mode? Well, absolutely not. So let's go ahead and try out a couple things. I have a couple coins in my inventory.
You're dead.
I am not. Because you can unlock special coins that buff your defense, buff your attack, and also give you free recovery. If you have both recovery coins in your inventory, you can go from danger back to fine.
Oh, how Resi 7 of you with your coins and all that.
Hey, let him have it. You can survive hits now. So here's what the hot dogger does.
Nothing! It still doesn't work!
Basically, it is a knife that causes fire damage. That's it. You light your enemies on fire, and that's it.
They don't have the knockback, though, so there's no point, because zombies don't feel fire pain.
Yep. So they're still getting gradual fire damage, but that's just a for fun item, so we're not going to use that very much. The Raiden, however, does have its uses. One-hit kills. But
Woo!
only if you hit weak points. There is always a downside to overpowered weapons, except for the infinite rocket launcher. The Raiden does 0 damage if you do not... Like, let's say you hit a zombie's arm. It deals no damage. You hit its weak point, its head, it dies immediately.
Because it only destroys the parasite in the brain, right? Yeah.
For every enemy in this game, if you hit its weak point, it dies to the Raiden. Even Nemesis can be downed by one good hit with the Raiden. But you have to be so on point, and it takes, what, 2 seconds for this sucker to reload? So, still a for fun weapon, but you can get some good hits off.
High risk, high reward.
Yep. So, hey, welcome to Raccoon City, home of all the dead people. Ugh. It's still looking okay. I so wish you could do that. Oh! Oh, they're selling Monster Shooter.
Monster Shooter! I love Monster Shooter!
Oh, for my NES? Perfect. Oh, wait.
Looks like Mega Man X right there.
Oh, wait! They're selling Mega Man toys! Oh, shit! We need to get in there.
Wish I had a toy, Uncle.
Ah, crap.
All I've got is a real one.
Aw, darn!
Man.
Alright, well, these guys are gonna come in, so I'm just gonna do them a favor here. Or do myself a favor here. There we go.
I just gotta make sure I got it right. And...
It does have a very satisfying, like, pop sound, so I like the Raiden.
It does work on boxes, good.
Yeah!
Doesn't blow up gunpowder either.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
What's that thing that you're using?
That's the substation. You'll have to circle around.
I found fun toys.
You mean
It's like some kind of like a lightning gun? Like, what's that sword that you have? Where'd you get all that stuff? Who are you?
fuck you.
I think the best part is, a lot of special OP weapons from the Resident Evil games, they're normally Umbrella projects, and that's what the Raiden is a Umbrella-made weapon. Alright, so we need to put out this fire.
I know, I'll shoot it out. Yes, that'll work. The smoke from the GSR will snuff out the flames.
Shoot a rocket at it!
If I just fire enough.
Alright, so don't get rid of this barrel.
The bullet cases are melting from the fire!
What?
They're creating a floor that's putting out the flames!
That's a lot of bullets. It's a lot of casings.
Then it hardens and you have a nice brass floor.
Oh!
That sounds really impractical.
Very, yeah.
What kind of adventure game moon logic is that?
Oh my god, there are so many zombies here. Alright.
Who are we called? Ah!
Hey, wait a minute. What's that guy doing up there?
Wait! I'm not infected! Help! I can't get my balance! I'm stuck up here, I'm just... What happened? Is someone shooting at me? Wait, please! Please! No, I can't! Please! I have a family, I have a wife and 3 kids! Ah!
For some reason, that zombie is only there in Inferno mode. They just threw a zombie just going, donuts. Up at the donut shop. I don't know why.
Well, that makes it even harder.
I guess. He's just there. He's just chilling.
High-grade gunpowder. That's the stuff.
Smells like shotgun shells. Jesus. Experience?
Really high-grade.
So this is different. From Nightmare onward, there is a zombie blocking that door, so you can't take the safer route through Moon's Donuts. I don't know how he stood up to that rocket, but he's still there. So we need to take a different route.
No fear.
Wait, where'd she go? Oh, man. Oops. There we go. Oh, good lord. Alright.
I need another hip pouch.
I do. Let's go ahead and get rid of the stuff I'm not going to... Because I'm not going to be using any ammo. Like, I'm just collecting this stuff mainly to show where it is, because all the item locations have changed from my initial playthrough.
Maybe I can just shove it down my pants and... No, that's where the assault rifle is. Damn.
Gotta rearrange all my lady pockets. Jeez. Shortcut!
So it's either, like, something you use to get to a new place, or it's a shortcut. I think it might be the latter.
Yes. I think I missed something there.
The latter?
God damn it. Who invited you?
You did!
I know. One of the biggest things that's missing from the original are puzzles. They're virtually non-existent here. In RE3, you were going all over creation, going back and forth, getting a bunch of items to put into slots to open up different parts. They wanted a more cohesive, straightforward narrative, so a lot of the puzzles got cut.
Because you got plenty of puzzles in Resi 8, and I think that they cut a lot of those puzzles out in Resi 3 to make it so... Oh, so this is what it's just going to be from now on? It's just puzzles and shit?
See, a lot of people were claiming either rush job, they didn't care, or should have been RE2 DLC, which I disagree with all three.
They didn't care, I definitely don't agree with. Rush job, I don't think that's the right words for it. Should have been RE2 DLC, well, no.
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 Wrong.
Don't agree with that at all. I think one of the funniest things is, you know, people complain, well, in the original, Jill went to RPD. That was one of the main points. That's where Nemesis first shows up. And it's not in this game. And, I kind of dumbed it down. I'll explain about this guy here in a second. I've got a rant to say about these fucking enemies. But, yeah, the only reason you went to RPD, besides the introduction to Carlos, was to get a lockpick. In the grand scheme of things, that's the only reason you went there.
A lockpick.
A lockpick. To open up a gate that was next to RPD. And also to introduce Nemesis.
It was her calling. She is the master of unlocking, after all.
Yep. So, a lot of stuff got reworked, repurposed, and it made it to where, you know, it seemed like a downgrade in comparison to what RE2 did. And this is why I feel like I'm just fighting a war that I'm the only person fighting. Just going, no, this game is actually good, you all are just mean.
Well, it's good to be nice to it every once in a while. Because, I mean, you look at the other bad Resident Evil games out there, how does this stack up against the other really bad ones? Like, 6, Umbrella Corps, Operation Raccoon City, 4 Remake.
Like this,
just kidding.
Like, this one's just playable. It's extremely good. The good stuff it does well And there's a lot of stuff that I'm pissed off about. So I don't know how to feel about it.
It's Resi 3 Remake that feels like Resi 2.5 Remake.
Yeah.
And that's both a compliment and a criticism.
Yeah.
It's like, it's more of the same, but it's more of just the same. But it's different than what it used to be, but it's different than what it used to be, but it's better. But worse.
And that's what's so funny. Because by RE3, back in the day, things were getting stale.
They were.
That's why Resident Evil 4 changed the paradigm.
Yeah, because they didn't know what they were doing by the end of it, because, you know, where else did they go from it? They wrote themselves into a corner.
Exactly.
So they nuke the city and don't touch it ever again, so we gotta make a new one! What?! What do you mean?!
Okay. So that enemy type, that brand new enemy type,
Yeah.
looks eerily like Las Plagas. Acts like it too. And is just as annoying as Las Plagas. Shit!
What?!
Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, Inferno, can you fuck off? Can you fuck off? Can you do me a favor and fuck off?
Oh,
can you please fucking fuck off? You son of a bitch! No! I have never had that happen before. And I was so angry. I nearly died to a fucking spammer.
That just happened so fast!
Oh my god! Can you fuck up? There's a second one!
Another one!
There's a... Oh god!
Oh, there goes your brain.
Get off! I'm on danger. If I'm not on danger, I'm fucking close.
Well, at least they're not insta-kills when they grab you like that one zombie was, but jeez.
Jesus.
That happened so fast!
Yep.
Out of nowhere, he just texts you!
Stun locked until a zombie hit me.
Jeez!
Good lord. That is a brand new enemy type, strictly for RE3 Remake. So, Nemesis was rewritten just slightly. He wasn't just infected with one virus. They basically took a petri dish to this motherfucker, and now he can create parasite zombies. He basically picks up an undead, straps a parasite to their brain, and they become, not controlled, but the only thing they want to do is infect others.
Nothing.
Captain Wesker, are you sure this is gonna work out?
See what happens.
You've been drinking an awful lot, sir. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea. I think we should really, contact the board's members.
Fucking dead.
Sir, please.
Wow.
I really think that we should reconsider here.
Let it happen. Whatever happens, happens. Now that I've had my near-death experience, I really don't want that to happen again, because that really sucked. But thankfully, I've got the recovery coins, which actually brought me back to fine. No damage.
But now you have nothing left.
Yeah. It's alright, though. We'll be good.
So even though you're fine, it isn't.
I'm not fine. I'm not fine, man. I thought I was going to have to go back. I haven't saved yet. So I would have to go all the way back.
You have to do this entire 20-minute section over again.
Oh, I'd be going back to the apartment. You kidding?
To the apartment?!
Yeah. That's the Inferno difficulty.
Back to the what?
There are no autosaves. You go back to your last save.
Oh,
which would have been the apartment.
We haven't had a typewriter yet.
Or I haven't used one.
I thought one of the things was no typewriter.
No, that's alright, it's alright.
Okay,
Yeah, that's alright. It's not permadeath.
Yeah, it had me about ready to start crying and
No.
And start, calling for people to hold me.
Yeah, so when you're doing the S rank for Inferno, for any of these difficulties, actually.
Dude, tears, please.
They're asking for less than 2 hours with 5 or less saves.
But what?
So you have to be very careful on where you save and be tactical about it.
Tactical? It's
Yeah.
a survival horror, it can't be tactical.
It's alright. I'll show you the way through, it's alright. Also, I have the power to edit out deaths, so that's good. You'll never know how many times I actually died.
12.
To be determined, actually. We'll get back to it. But hey, we actually got a puzzle. On that poster in the department store, there was a combo code. Unlock it for a part of a handgun I'm not going to use. So that's still there.
Well, heck with this thing.
There it goes! I mean, who needs a sight? You kidding? I've got the ride in.
Wait, maybe I do need a sight, so I just put it in my... Oh!
Cyborg Jill.
I don't think it works that way. I don't really see out of this eye anymore. But I can make it work. I just gotta put the gun next to it and...
Do you think that's what Wesker actually wanted to do in RE5? Is like, hey, I've got her brainwashed, now to turn her into a cyborg.
I think he had to do some editing because there was some issues there. It's like, now my clone, my brainwashed servant, go!
Yeah.
Oh, you hit a wall. Oh, you hit another wall.
Oh, you hit a wall.
Grab your gun. That's your shoe.
Okay. Alright. So we're almost at one of many very annoying parts. But first, intrigue.
Is someone in here?
I can't wait to get the 2016 enormous box.
Do you sell the enormous box?
Yeah, I got one for 2,600 down.
No, that's actually a good price.
Come on, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not unaffected.
Let's take care
No, wait, please!
What did you just do? Oh my god!
That face is so good. Her mocap actress is so great.
And what are you, U.B.C.S? Killing your own people?
My own people? Oh shit, I didn't realize!
There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. We don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Who is that?
Hello, secondary antagonist.
The actor, who is that?
Do you know Astorian from
I knew it was Neil! I fucking knew it was him! I fucking knew it!
Yeah,
that
he's great.
voice, that face, that hair, I knew it!
Yeah, he's fantastic. Alright, here's what happens when you actually get taken over by the parasite. It's actually nightmare-worthy. Yep.
Oh, nothing in here. Nope, nope.
Let's just keep checking to make sure.
And assimilated?
Yep.
Assimilated, alright. See, I told you it would work. You need to believe in me.
You need to Captain, I'm gonna take you home. You've had just a tad too much.
I don't need to be taken anywhere. You take your hands off of me right now.
Your sunglasses are not only upside down, they're on the back of your head.